Good morning children. In the previous video in decimals chapter we have seen what are decimals, how to read the decimals, expanded form of the decimals and the conversion of fractions to decimals and decimals to fractions. In this video we learn how to write the standard form, that is and then next additions, ordering of decimals, how we will compare the decimals, equivalent decimals, all those we'll see now in this video. Whomever not watched the first part of this decimals chapter, watch that video. After that this is the second part of the decimals. Now in decimals we'll see today first one, equivalent decimals. Equivalent decimals. Decimals whose value not changed even after we insert zeros after the last decimal digit, are called equivalent decimals. For example, 1.3, it is also equal to 1.30 and this is also equal to 1.300. These are all equivalent decimals. There is no change in the value of the decimal even if we include 0 after the last decimal digit. These are known as equivalent decimals. 2.7, children, 2.74. If you want the equivalent decimals of this decimal number 2.74, 2.740 or 2.7400, all these are equivalent decimals. The value is same. Even if we include 0 also, there is no change in the value of this decimal. That is why we are calling these decimals are equivalent decimal. If you want to convert this one into fractional form, it is 274 by 100. You know already conversions. Neglect the decimal point, write the digits in the numerator, and after the decimal point there are two decimal places, therefore two zeros. 274 by 100 or 2740 by 3 decimal places, 3 zeros, 1000 or 27400, there are 4 decimal places, 4 zeros, that is 10,000. All these are like fractions only now. All these are like fractions. Why? Because even if we cancel 0, all are equivalent fractions also. These are all equivalent fractions. That is why we call these decimals are equivalent decimals. Then next we will see how to write the like and unlike decimals. Like and unlike decimals. Next topic is what? Next, like and unlike decimals. Like decimals are nothing but decimals having same number of decimal places. For example, 1.2, 23.5 and 567.9. If you observe, these are decimals. Decimal point after there is only one digit. Same number of digits, there is only one digit. That is why we call them all these are like decimals. Another example, 32.75, 567.95, 8675.23. Same. There are only two decimal places. In all these three decimals, there are only two decimal places after the decimal point. That is why all these are again like decimals. The decimals which are having same number of decimal places after the decimal point are known as like decimals. Which are not having same number of decimal places, those are unlike decimals. Here if you compare these two are, here there is only one decimal, here there are two decimal places. That is why these two are unlike. These two are unlike. Again these two are unlike decimal. 3.754 and 56.85. there are 3 decimal places, and here there are 2 decimal places. They are again unlike decimals. Okay, this is about like and unlike decimals. Now next we will see how we will compare the decimals. Comparing decimals. Comparing decimals. If you want to compare any two decimals, that is which one is small, which one is big, whether they are equal or not, that is to compare the two decimals, first we will observe the whole part. Whole part means before the decimal point the digits are known as whole part. First we will compare the whole part. If the whole part is same, then we compare the decimal part. For example, 12.07 and 102.91. If these two decimals, if you want to compare, first observe the whole part. Whole part, here the number is 12 and here it is 102. Therefore, we say that 102.91 is greater than 12.07. Okay. While comparing, first we should see the whole part. Whole part, whichever number is greater, that is the decimal is greater decimal. Another example, let's take 30.17 and then 30.09. Now in these two decimals, if you observe, okay, whole part same, 30 again, whole part is same. Then decimal part here 17 and here 9. You can compare in that way, or else observe the 10th place. 10th place, here it is 1 and here it is 0. 1 is greater than 0. Therefore, 30.17 is greater than 30.09. Okay. If the 10th place happens to be the same, then we compare the 100th place. For example, 45.36, 45.394. These two decimals, if you observe, whole part is same. First we should compare the whole part, that is same. Then we should compare the decimal part. Decimal part, that too first to 10th place. If 10th place is same, then only we will compare the 100th place. Here 10th place is also same, digit is same. Then 100th place. 100th place, here digit is 6 and here it is 9. Therefore, which is greater? 394 is greater than 45.36. If you IRS, you can also compare, that is 45.36 is smaller. Or else first convert them into first like decimals 360, 394. 360, 394, 360 is smaller than 394. Either you convert them into like decimals and compare, or else start comparison from the 10th place. If that is same, then compare 100th place. If that also same, then compare the 1000th place. This is how we will compare the decimals. Then next we will see how we will arrange in ascending and descending order of the decimals. How to arrange? For example, first problem we see 30.50, 30.095, 40.25 and then 40.359. If you want to arrange these decimals in ascending order, okay, ascending order is nothing but smaller decimal to the larger. If we arrange these decimals in small to big, then we call this one as ascending order. Now here observe the whole part, or else first convert all the decimals into like decimals, that is 30.50. It is maximum 3 decimal places are having, no? Therefore I am converting this one as 30.500. Then 30.095, already 3 decimal places are there, writing as it is 095. Then next 40.25, I am writing this one as 40.250. Then after that the 40.359, 40.359, already 3 decimal places are there. Therefore it is 40.359. Now first ascending order, small. First compare the whole part. 30 is small, but 2 times 30 we have for these two decimals, same whole part is same, 30 only. Then compare the decimal part, that to 10th place. Okay, and here 5 and here 0, which is small, 30.095. 30.095 ascending order. Now we are arranging ascending order. 30.095 is smaller than 30.500 is smaller than. Here again whole part, both the decimals are having 40. Then decimal part, first observe the 10th place, here 2 and here 3. 2 is smaller, that is 250. Observe the whole number, 250 and 359. 250 is smaller. 40.250. After that finally 40.359. This is how we will arrange in ascending order. If it is descending order, it is reverse. First 40.359, then 40.250, then 30.500, finally we write 30.095. In this way we arrange the decimals in ascending and descending order. Okay, then next we will see how to mark the decimals on the number line. For example, 0.6, 1.7, 2.5, 3.8. Let's see how to mark these decimals on the number line. Okay, first I am drawing one number line. After that marking 0, and in between 0 and 1 I am dividing it into 10 parts, 10 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 10 equal parts. Each one is 1 out of 10, 1 by 10. This is 1 by 10, 2 by 10, 3 by 10, 4 by 10, 5 by 10, 6 by 10, 7 by 10, 8 by 10, 9 by 10, 10 by 10, that is 1. Okay, one whole. I am dividing it into 10 equal parts. If you see your scale also, measuring scale, 1 centimeter is divided into 10 equal parts. Here each part is 1 millimeter. Why? Because 10 millimeters gives 1 centimeter. Each part is 1 millimeter. 1 millimeter, that is 10th part of the centimeter. 1 by 10, 2 by 10. 1 by 10, the decimal is what? 0.1. First one 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, middle one 0.5, then this one represents 0.6. Okay, this mark it represents 0.6, that is after 0, sixth small division. After 0, sixth small division is 0.6. Then again if you want 1.7, in between 1 and 2 I am dividing again into 10 equal parts. Then again in between 2 and 3 dividing again into 10 equal parts. Similarly, assume that we are dividing it into 10 equal parts. Now if you want 1.7, 1.7 is 1 after 7th small division. 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, and this one is 1.7. 1 after 7th small division is 1.7. This is 2.5. 2 after 5th division, 2.5. If you want 3.8, 3.5, 6, 7, 8. 8th small division, it is 3.8. This is how, okay, we mark the decimals on the number line. Next we will see finally how we should add the decimals, how we should subtract, addition and subtraction of decimals. Addition and subtraction. Addition and subtraction of decimals. while adding or while subtracting the decimal, the digits in the same places must be added or subtracted. That is, while arranging the numbers one below the other, be careful, the decimal point below decimal point should come. For example, 32.54, 567.2. Suppose you want to add these two decimals. Arrange the decimals one below the other in such a way that decimal point below decimal point should come. That is 32.54. After that 567. Like this, point below point should come. 567.2. In this way, first we should arrange the decimal. If you want, even you can convert them into like decimal. That is by placing 0. By placing 0, you can convert them into like decimals and you can add. Okay, it is not compulsory. In case of addition, converting into like decimals is not compulsory, whereas in case of subtraction, must and should, we should convert them into like decimals. Otherwise, you get confusion in some problems. I'll explain that one later. Now, ones place below ones, tens place below tens place, and here hundreds are not there, and tens place below tens, hundredth place here not there any digit. If you want, you can even write 0. That is, convert them into like decimal, same number of decimal places. Then you add 4 plus 0, 4, 5 plus 2, 7, and then 2 plus 7, 9, 3 plus 6, 9 again, and then 5, 599.74. In this way, we add the decimals. By how we should arrange the decimals? Okay, decimal point below decimal point should come. In that way, you should arrange the decimals. Let's take another example. 547.394, 39.89, and 12.354. We want to add all these three decimals, arrange them in one below the other. 547.394, and below this 39 point below point 89 or 890. After that 12.354. Arrange the decimals one below the other and then start adding. First I am adding thousands. That is, point after tens, hundreds, thousands. 4 plus 4, 8. After that I am adding tens. 9 plus 9, 18. 18 plus 5. 18 plus 5 is how much, ma? 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Then 8 plus 3, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 9 plus 1, 10, 17, 18, 19. After that, I am adding tens. That is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then 599.638. Okay, in this way we should add. Not compulsory, even if we add 0 here also, even if we convert it into like decimal also, then also we get the same answer. Okay. Now we'll see how we subtract the decimals. For example, 39.54 minus 14.750. These two, suppose you want to subtract. Okay, arrange one below the other. 39.54 minus 14.750. Arrange the decimals one below the other. Yes, we arrange it. Now we should start subtraction. Okay, here also ones place below ones, tens place below tens, and tens below tens, hundreds below hundred. We should arrange. But directly while doing subtraction, don't consider here 0. Don't write it as 0. First we should write here also 0. And now 0 minus 0 gives 0 again. Now 4 minus 5. We cannot subtract 5 from 4. Then we should borrow. And are left with only 4. Now it is 14. Okay, we borrowed 110. Then it becomes 10 hundreds. 10 hundreds plus already we have 4 hundreds. 14 hundreds. 14 minus 5. Subtract 14 minus 5. Then we get 8. 9, no? 14 minus 5 is 9. Now 4 minus 7, again we cannot subtract. Borrowing again from ones, it is 14. 14 minus 7. Now this 9 becomes only 8. 14 minus 7 is 7. 8. Okay, we are borrowing one more. 1 is nothing but 10 tenths. 10 tenths plus 4. 14 tenths minus 7 tenths gives 7. Now 8 minus 4, difference is 4. Now 3 minus 1, 2. In this way we should subtract. Okay, let's take another example. 58.374 minus 46.58. Okay, let's see how to subtract this. 58.374 minus 46.58. As I said already, don't directly. Here it is 4 only. 4 minus 0, 4. If it is any other digit, for example, if it is 582 is there. If you won't write this 0. Okay, 582. 582. Okay, let's take another example. 37. From this we are subtracting 582. For this case, if you want to do this problem, directly if you take 2, then that is a wrong answer. Why? Because we have to convert them into like decimals while doing subtraction. Now from 2 we cannot subtract from 0. We are borrowing. Okay, we are borrowing 100s. 100 is nothing but 10 thousands. 10 minus 2, difference is 8. Okay, like this. First convert them into like decimals. Before doing subtraction, we should remember convert them into like decimals. Then it is only 6. We cannot subtract 8 from 6, borrowing 16. 16 minus 8 is 8. Now it is only 2. Again we cannot subtract 5, borrowing again 12. 12 minus 5 is 7. And then place the decimal point. Then it is only 7. No, 1 already we borrowed. 7 minus 6 is 1. 5 minus 4 is 1. That is 11.788. Okay, 11.788. How we should read in another way? 11 and 788. Maximum highest place is what? Tens, hundreds, thousands here. Therefore 11 and 788 thousands. Okay children, this is about the decimals. Thank you for watching.